part two, and then I'm just going to sleep. Except I think I've been doing this for almost like 11 hours throughout the whole day. Kind of surprised I'm still awake, or I have the energy to be awake. It's pretty crazy. So let's do this. I don't feel incredibly tired, which is weird. So let's kind of get to this. I think we said we are going to go over ADA. We're going to go over Cardano. We're going to go over Litecoin. We're going to go over MATIC and Link if we can. Maybe some Ripple if it looks decent. So let's see if we can find anything on here. Any like averages that are pretty close. Any nice price action that we might have. Kind of pushing us into where we are. So it's not really too bad. It's not really the best though. This really isn't like the best. I'm not a huge fan that didn't come back there. I mean, I guess I can kind of see why in the 30. It's not that bad. Or if I miss the 15 with the one, it's not that bad, but it's not amazing. I do like this in the two. This looks pretty strong for this whole push up. So that makes a little bit more sense. This whole thing here looks really strong between these two averages, incredibly strong, especially. I'm not surprised this falls through, and we have almost a really nice hit here. Boom, confirmation, nice push up. Very top heavy. What are we doing? I mean, at most, it's just a dangerous place in general because at most, if we bounce, what do we do? Failed shoulder probably, and then move back downward. So I think that kind of implication makes this look a lot worse. So the two looks nice when it pushed up. This looks reasonable, not amazing, but reasonable. We can see here, get a little bit of support from here, and we also get support from right underneath. Not the best in general, though. Um, Very top heavy, though, obviously, in the 4 hour. We pushed up so much. Probably have to come down a little bit if we want to, or we just have to push up. Or like when I kind of say that, it's like the Bulls really have to kind of keep pushing up and keep the momentum. I feel like in that kind of sense. So it looks like the 4 hours the closest. Do we have a longer time frame? We should have a longer time frame Cardano than this. This should be larger. Okay, we also have some lines here. I don't know what any of these are from. This is a while ago. Ooh, nice. So we can see something here on the week. Oh, awesome. Something here on the week. So this is actually really nice. This is something to actually look forward to. So the easiest kind of thing to say here is I'm really interested to see if we can get a week to start above this. No start, no start, ends, finally starts above. Boom, looks pretty nice. That's nice, over 10% right there from like the buy-in point, like 5188. We get all the way up to 5.9, almost zero point 0.6. It's pretty decent. We could analyze this a little bit more if we really wanted to, which I like guess. Oh, that's why I had the line all the way over here because before I was analyzing what it looked like. So most likely this is a pretty decent line. I definitely trust it more or less. So we'll see where this next week starts, but this looks pretty decent where it's at. If it can start above, where is it currently? 5.5177. So that looks pretty nice there more than anything, and it's pretty much right there. It is a high chance it won't, honestly, you know. So we'll see what happens. We got this that started under. We pushed up, now coming back down. I wouldn't be surprised if this has a decent amount of resistance, and maybe I don't know what this line is down here. Okay, so that's what these are. Something from here. We are 4 hours. Do we ever 12 days? 12 days, anyone? 12 days? 12 days? No, no, no. 4 hour. Yeah, so a lot of these are the 4 hour over here. Let's adjust, and then let me see if there's a two. I doubt there is. Let's see. Anything else that might be somewhat close? Let's see. It's not bad either. So yeah, I mean, I think really the biggest thing is this a four? Yeah, so this looks like the area right here that will probably range to. I don't like this though. It's kind of hard to say. This isn't the most perfect bounce, so I could see this having some support here again if it comes down. All in all, I don't like this. I think it's best to wait for the week. If it pushes too high and starts the next week, all the way up here, I have very little doubt that Cardano will still want to come back to test. So, like, if it pushes all the way up, I mean, to me, like this, right? We start above, push up. Well, technically, this is almost even worse, but we start above, push up. This needed to kind of continue. But the issue here is without that confirmation, we'll probably have to have something that comes down. And the farther we push up on this, the farther we have down, the more shorts that can stack on, and all that kind of stuff. And the more people that just probably got in a bad spot that are gonna um, just sell out on everybody. So that looks pretty nice for that right there. I don't know if we'll see anything here. This actually takes a little bit of energy out of me. So this does look really nice. This is back in June though. Let's see it on the day time frame. So this is pretty nice right here. I really like this. It's something nice. It's Do we have anything for this? Yes. Okay, good. I don't have to do anything. Sweet. And I have a fib for it. Great. Awesome. Okay, so let's get rid of some of this stuff. This looks like it's pretty old too. So let me keep this simple. I don't think this is that hard. Something's off. I don't know what the heck. That's probably the 12 hour. Yeah, that's where the 12 hour came in. Okay, so we'll move this here for the 12 hour. So this stuff looks okay for where it is, but I think it's pretty standard. What I'd like to see for this in the short term, we can obviously see that, we're having trouble pushed under ranged. I really would like to see it start above this day. It's pretty much at 2478. I think a day start above this in the range of 24, maybe like 2482 to 2500 could be pretty acceptable for a nice place to just find quick support and then push up. So that's also something that I'd look at on this. Man, that was like 6 minutes. So let's go to. I'm not going to go over this too much. I just want to look at it real quick. I was kind of interested. Okay, so wow, this thing pushed down. Okay, so let's go to Litecoin real quick. Um, Litecoin's a pretty standard one. So Litecoin and Bitcoin, everybody's had ideas out about this. Nothing new. If we just look at it from here, we have our day time frame. Well, let's go to the beginning of this. We can see our 12-hour time frame. Very beautiful. Some okay sketchy stuff, but very beautiful overall with most of what it's been doing here. So we got a nice shot up above, came back down, really shot up, pushed ourselves up into the 2 hour. I'm sorry, the day time frame. I'm tired. And then boom, boom, boom. Can't maintain it. Other stuff was going on in the market though, so it's not incredibly surprising that this is a little bit sketchy. But really, we'd need to see it back above this again. I'm not a huge fan of Litecoin to Bitcoin, but hey, if it could get back above this on a day, start above here on the day time frame, I'm fine. I think it'd be great. My biggest concern really is that we kind of run into the place where we've used this. Like these are big averages. These smaller ones could push us up, but it's like actually, I do like this. So there is some nice places here. So 2720, between 2682 and 2720 look pretty nice. Anything under this on a significant time frame, a 12 or a 4, I think it's immediately it's not worth it to be in that position, whether it's get out or get into Bitcoin. So we'll have to see what happens. On USDT, it does look pretty nice. Looks like it has somewhat of a decent chance. Um, I'd still like to see it on USD though. My bad. My bad. To Bitcoin. Whoops. Oh wait, no, no, no. I need to switch the time frame. Here we go. I'd still like to see it back above here. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal to wait. It's 5% up, but there's a lot to gain if it can find something nice up here, and it's a pretty safe area too. So, in my opinion, even though we did this here, we came down. We're essentially assuming if it comes up, it's breaking through this, so that's pretty significant itself. Otherwise, I expect this to trend down right into this area, and then maybe we could expect some support, and then that could probably push this up too. This looks pretty nice where it is, but the Bitcoin value looks pretty poopy. So that's that. Let's go to Litecoin or Link. We could see a bounce here in the 12. What do we have? Weekday. So week. Okay. Week time frame. Let's move this over. Let's do this right here. We failed. Really haven't ended a single week above here. So for me, for Link, this is kind of one of the biggest things here. It's kind of annoying seeing all these arrows. It's whatever. I don't need all this stuff. Just all waste to have its old things from a long time ago. I don't trade like that anymore, analyze like that. So let's see, and then we can do this. Obviously, this is calculated by trading view. So let's see the. Actually, at this point, I might want to see this. This might just be better to do this way. Make sure. Okay, so it's fairly similar, but it's not the exact same. So I like this one a little bit better. The idea that it's calculated by trading view, I'm not a big fan of that. We did see a little bit of a difference. So the more true that it could be, a little bit better. Um, I still think it looks so close. I think I will just use it though, actually. There's something in the short term. Actually, let me see if it's even different at all. No, it's practically the same thing. So I'm going to leave this because it has older data when I apply the um, other things to it. Well, where is it? Oh, did it just add it right here? I'm all at the bottom. That's why it looked the exact same. So let's check this again on the day. Let's see how much it deviates. I'd really like to use the other one because it just has older data. or find something with older data, but I'm a little bit conflicted on this. Not exactly sure how to feel. It looks close enough, and it looks pretty much the exact same. So we're gonna leave this here. So the week time frame looks pretty decent there. Let's go to the 12-hour. I like this. So this would be pretty nice if we could get above here and the week above here. We should expect this. We might not need something on the 12. A week is going to be a lot stronger. Should be able to push this up above the 12 if we can get to here. So maybe even like a 2 or a 4-hour time frame could be a decent entry position to push this up. Of course, the 12 hour is always the best with respective time frame that the average on is always the best to see it to do its to start above on. So that looks pretty decent where it is there. I like those two places. The 4-hour doesn't look too bad with what it is. We pretty much just pop up, boom, 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 push up. 12, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, it looks fairly decent for what it is. I like the push up. I mean, obviously, when we look at this on the 12-hour, this is the entry point, so it's all the way down there. 4-hour, it's all the way here. 2-hour, it's still all the way here. 1-hour, there's nothing really near here on a significant time frame, so we'll have to see with one of these smaller time frames. So for me, I think it's a lot easier. Just look at link as put an alert here, look to see if it ends a week here, or just look when the week ends, or when the week candle ends. Pretty much only once. There's only like a 5-minute window to pay attention to this at the end of every week. Um, and then obviously boom, boom, and then maybe we get something up there. So that looks pretty decent. Link to Bitcoin. Let me change this so it doesn't kill people's eyes. Okay. Someone wants the coordinates. Here you go. Anyway, so it also looks like we have a day time frame up here. Let's get rid of this and let's just analyze it from this for a sense because we can already see right here that we have, pretty strong resistance. We don't need to look at this anymore. So obviously we can see here a beautiful BC a day start above 3977, and then we should expect some movement upwards. I would like to see that quite a bit more. 3977, that implies that we're also pushing up on this. This feels like it really needs to push up, in my opinion. Not just because we hit here and we're back down, but I don't really trust testing, especially after we pushed up and if we test. I don't trust it nearly as much. It just seems really onerous. And the thing is, well, we do have all week, so I'm not too worried. I think the easiest thing here is to just stick with, yeah, I think it just depends where people are. Looks okay for what it is. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing special though. Um, it's okay. It looks very, very weak on link to Bitcoin. Really feel like the best way for this is just to stick with 3977. Look for a week or day end above that, and then take the position there. So that's we can kind of see in this sense, right? The same exact thing. Boom, boom, boom. And we can also see some similarities with this hole being right here. But where we are, we see the same similarity with my bad, a hole with the fib level being there as well. So I think that makes that a lot easier. I can't remember if I looked at MATIC before, so let's look at MATIC to Bitcoin. What are these lines? I don't know. Let's get rid of them. Okay, so let's go week, nothing, weekday, days down there. Not bad. I actually like this. It didn't come all the way down, but this is actually really nice for it, especially like this pushing up into this. It's a lot of upward, a lot of pressure anyway. So the closest thing here, I think, that would be determined of this is we can just look at it right here. So what I wouldn't want to see is under this 4166 end. This is going to be increasing, so it's 4163 here, 46. So 2946. That's what 17, 17, 17, 17. So we're going to need this to start above, slightly above 80. If I can get it there. If I can't, whatever. I'll try one more time. Okay, it's close enough. No, I'll do this. So we need to get this above 80. So this needs to maintain this 12-hour above 4180, or it's going to look pretty bad. Most likely what it'll do is we'll have something here, start under, and then it'll just push down to whatever relevant time frame is under it. If we can maintain that, I think it's pretty decent. We'll probably have to maintain this upwards trend right here, though. It has a lot of work to do. It looks like MATIC to Bitcoin anyway. It looks more likely to push down to me, and that's what I'd expect. But if it can hold here, it can definitely get strength here. But what I'd like to see for like a continuation, I'd be worried. Of course, the entry point would be here if it starts above. I think that makes sense. but I would like to see it push up a decent amount, and then it looks pretty decent. But it looks like it'll have to take a decent amount of time. It doesn't look like something that'll just shoot up like a give and go, like some of the other ones that we've seen. So kind of see this finally end under, boom, ranges here, pushes under. So this is another reason I could see it pushing up is we do kind of have an upwards target. We haven't rejected here or shown any signs of rejection, so that's pretty decent. MATIC to USD, where we kind of see. So we can look down here. I really don't like this. I don't think there's really anything decent. This is okay. Push back down. Maybe an exit position, something like this here. This doesn't look amazing to me, but I'm on a 2 hour, so let's look at something that's, let's go weekday. So we can see this here. This looks nice. We can see this here, and then we can see it pushes in, right? There's not a lot of space for this to move, and we can see it pretty much starts right in it. Boom, boom. So this does look pretty nice for what it is. So I do like seeing this 12-hour time frame here, pushing this up. It's a relatively high time frame, gives me a decent amount of hope. So let's kind of see what we have here in a sense. I think this is pretty simple. We're just looking for a 4-hour time frame. So this does look really nice. Wait, there's no mana. Why did I click mana? Man, this is really nice. Man, I'm just going to look at mana real quick. Mana is actually really nice. I meant to click MATIC to USD, which is under it. That's my bad. We're just switching to mana though real quick. This looks really nice, and I really like in the 4-hour. Um, Obviously, it makes sense that we have a lot of pressure above us, but in end, it's tough to say. I'm too lazy to calculate it. It's a lot of work. But, right, essentially we just want to see it start. So like it can end under here and it'll technically start above because this is coming down. So that's kind of something to note. So this actually looks really nice. I don't know what the Bitcoin value looks like. I don't have time to look at it, so I'm not. We'll look at this. Did I look at MATIC to USD? I think I actually feel like I looked at MATIC to USD and MATIC to USB. Yeah, I looked at these. So for 3 minutes, I think we'll look at. So we'll see if we can knock Ripple out, and if we can knock Ripple out, this will be the last one. We'll shift this down. Week time frame. Weekday, weekday, weekday. I have zero idea why this was here. We'll probably find out soon. So I do like this on the 4 hours so far. This does look pretty nice. I really do like this. So this looks pretty nice on the 4 hour too. Maybe we could expect something from this here. So what I'd like to see, nice, it's nice in the sense that it's stagnant. So I'd like to see something end slightly above 0.35824. Obviously just pause, you can take a look. All these, when I'm holding it on the left, it's important when you want to know what the price of this is specifically, don't look anything over here. Look at the top left. It'll show you where it is respectively as I move through. So it's 0.3824. That looks pretty decent for there. Probably just going to stick with that. If we concede something decent there, it looks pretty good. Otherwise, I don't think there's any reason to be in this whatsoever at all. Definitely is not a time to be in this. It's a time to think this is a take profit and wait to see it end above. So, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the nice thing about this is it looks like we have this here, 4 hour, 2, 1. So, yeah, I mean, this looks like our range. So I'd expect something maybe somewhere there. If we're lazy, we could just do this. I mean, this isn't really reflective of anything because I don't care if it pushes down a little bit. I'd like to see stuff end under price action. But this looks pretty decent for what it is. I mean, we could expect something like a 20-30% move up on Ripple, maybe. It looks pretty decent, like it could possibly do that. I don't know what it looks like to Bitcoin, so we'll kind of see here. Let's see, week time frame averages. No, nothing. I don't like that we didn't come and touch this. I don't understand. Maybe my fib level is just off. I don't think so. It seems to be known for doing this. Might as well just draw a line here. I'm not going to, but still. So I'm not a big fan of Ripple to Bitcoin here. This will be something that's pretty interesting. If anything, it doesn't look like Ripple to Bitcoin currently is going to give any pressure to Ripple. We do have some 12 hours under here, so we could see somewhat of a reversal or just a push up. Overall, it looks pretty weak, but I do like the way it looks to the dollar. So I think we could get a lot of pressure up. I still agree with this, and I still think this is a good place if it can end the day above. I'm sorry, not the end of the day. The 4 hour. I'm sorry, if it can end a 4 hour above here, I think this is a decent place to take a position. How far it'll go, I don't know. Why it looks so much better here and it looks bad on Ripple to Bitcoin, I don't know. But that just kind of is what it is in a sense. So hopefully I can navigate Cardano. So this is placed under the right thing. And we'll do what has longer data. We'll do this, leave it on Cardano USDT. And take care, y'all. This is the last video I'm doing for the day. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace.